In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to type on a circle in Photoshop. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through a simple and effective way to place text around a circle, which is a great technique for designing logos, badges, stamps, labels, and all kinds of creative typography layouts. Once you understand the process, it becomes very easy to customize for different styles and projects. To begin, we'll set up some guides so we can work accurately. Press Ctrl and R to display the rulers if they're not already visible. Then, right-click on either ruler and change the unit to %. This makes it much easier to find the exact center of the document. Now drag out a horizontal guide and place it at 50%. Then drag out a vertical guide and place that at 50% as well. Where these two guides intersect is the exact center of your canvas, and that will help us build a perfectly centered circle. Next, select the ellipse tool. In the options bar at the top, make sure the tool is set to path mode, not shape or pixels. This is important because we want to type along a path rather than fill a shape. Once that's set, click right at the point where the two guides cross in the center, then drag outward while holding Alt so the circle expands from the center point, and hold Shift at the same time to keep the shape perfectly round. When the circle reaches the size you want, release the mouse. Now switch to the horizontal Type tool. Before you start typing, make sure your foreground color is set to white so your text is clearly visible. Move your cursor over the circular path and click directly on it. Then begin typing your text. Photoshop will place the text along the circle automatically, following the path as you type. After your text is in place, select the Path Selection tool so you can fine-tune the positioning. You'll see start and end points that control where the text sits on the circle. Drag these carefully and align both points with the vertical guide. This helps keep the text centered and visually balanced, which is especially useful for clean, professional-looking designs. If the text doesn't fit the circle quite right, simply adjust the font size until it feels proportionate and sits comfortably along the path. Small changes can make a big difference here, so take a moment to refine it. And that's it. You've just learned how to type on a circle in Photoshop using a quick and practical method. Try experimenting with different fonts, spacing, and arrangements to create a style that fits your design. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Photoshop tips and tutorials.